welcome. Let me flip through this little slow stitch journal, a little mini one. It's one that Flo and I have been creating. I'll show you how I make this up too, so how I put it together. So let me pull you closer so you can see. It's literally tag shaped with some wadding in. Little patchwork of scrappy fabric, and at one time I put a tie on it, and at one time that went round it, but we've just been adding more, haven't we, Flo, as we go along. Each little page, we can't stop adding more. Here's a little mini star when we did the stars at Christmas. That's right, for the giving tree. Of course, it's slow stitch. That means any stitch goes, big, small. Doesn't have to be anything amazing. Look, just tiny little bits of leftover lace. We don't want to waste anything. So yeah, just put it to one side and you can pop it in your little mini fabric journal. Faux stamps. It's a reminder of what we've done, isn't it, Flo? Yeah. Little heart. Oh, and the one we made faux postage stamps. Oh, this is where Flo was using her sewing machine. It's nice to make flaps. Oh, look. Hexagons, and someone reminded me, oh, don't forget to put bumblebees with your hexagons. I love that. Just collecting little bits of fabric and giant vintage rickrack and baby vintage rickrack. Oh, lovely. Ooh, cupcake, anyone? Oh, that reminds me, I'm going to have a nice sip of tea here. Take a nice breath. Oh yes, I remember when you made this page. Yes, your kitty cat page. Absolutely gorgeous little cat, Flo. Oh yes, and then you did a Freddy dog, didn't you? You made that from a silk tie, didn't you? I love it. I love the way you've twisted that, Flo. And here's the middle signature, just sewn together. You can see I'm just using in and out stitches, really, running stitch, keeping things simple, really. Oh, when we printed on fabric, oh, a nice little home for the owl. Now the beauty of this is you can just keep adding more and take it with you wherever you go. Just on the train, just showing someone, explaining what slow stitching is. Thanks. What do I take with me when I go on my travels to the lounge or on the train? Or I make sure I've got some thread, some needles and bits and pieces to sew. I've got some little projects here, some circles, maybe to make some of these little brooch buttons. I've got a little bird, and I take one of my little swatches of fabric, and it's got all the little bits. Who sent me this one? It's gorgeous. Thank you so much. They're so handy to have, and I pop that in, and that's there. Oh, maybe some scissors. And I'm ready to go. And yeah, you can travel with the project you're making as well. Yeah, ready to go. Got some lace, lovely lace here from Deborah. A little bird page. She sat on her little scrap fabric nest.
What an unexpected shop. I'm at Victoria Station. Oh, how funny. Never. Duck World. There you go. A whole shop full of ducks.
Oh, ruffles. I think we were doing ruffles. Just ruffling the fabric up. Any stitch goes. Oh, lovely. And flow when, oh, we make a lot of hearts here. Just scraps of fabric and hearts. I like it when it gets to this stage because you can just keep opening it up, adding a few more bits, some buttons. I love how these tulips, look at them when they're just coming out. I know, Fred's waiting for his friend Honey. They're like, oh, tatty around the edges. Oh, I love them. Oh, there's the buds. Wonderful. That's it. Painting our own fabric. Using up the smallest of scraps. Cup of coffee, anyone? Dogs sunning themselves. A Ben's. Cup of tea. And that's the end. Let me show you how I make it up. I use a tag to draw round as a template. I cut out the cover just a little bit bigger, and then it's a case of making a sandwich. So you've got the cover, a piece of wadding, they're all cut out in the shape of the tag, and then a piece of fabric, so you can work on the pages individually and then sew them together once you've finished. And then the next little part of the sandwich is fabric, wadding or an old fleece, whatever you've got, an old blanket, and another piece of the fabric. So yeah, in the end, you sew round the edge. Let me show you. You can see the stitching round the edge. You bring them together. And here you can see we didn't do that. I think we did a page. Yes, that one is just on the fabric. But that's fine, meant we had an extra page. Doesn't really matter. If you don't want to put the wadding in, just use fabric. Yeah. And there's another little journal. Any stitch goes in the middle, just enough to tie it together. There we are, Flo. I've got my breakfast here. Peachy porridge and another cup of tea. And Sam's got the washing on in the background. Never mind, put the washing machine on when we were out for our walk, didn't we, Freddie? But we'll just carry on. A family life around us. Oh yes, this is part of my quilt as you go. These are little strips of scrap fabric patched up, and gorgeous fabric from the 1950s dresses, isn't it? Next week I'm going to be making a large slow stitch journal, maybe the same, but yeah, we'll see how it goes on the day, shall we? It's lovely. Thank you so much for spending this bit of time with us. We appreciate it, don't we, Freddie? Oh, shall we light the candle? This is just a little bit of time, just for us, just to slow down a bit. Love and kindness are never wasted. They always make a difference. Be kind to yourself this week, won't you? Take care. Bye. Is that mud in your nose? There you go. Boy? He's a good boy.
Isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, often when I'm on the embankment and I do it, people, well, you watch them, their head comes up.
Yeah.
And they think, well, you're not going in a straight line, but actually you are. Not for yours, but for anything. For London Bridge, I'd go that way, and they're looking that over there.
Yeah.
But London Bridge is over there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because the river meanders
It does.
all the way around, and they still don't get their head around it.